It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual-threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. And if he puts together one of those vintage...
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And the defense has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
I don't know if you saw it, Mike, but as the quarterback was taking the field, he took an extra couple seconds to thank his defense as they made their way to the sideline. Not only giving him the ball, but giving him the ball on what is a short field. Now, can he lead this offense and take advantage of the takeaway? You get a gift to start the game. Now you got to come away with points, and ideally, you want to come away with a touchdown.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down, a pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This drive begins with a run by Harris. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Second down and 8. Another run here with Harris. And he'll take this to about the 28. Out from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And here's Bijan. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
To throw is Cousins. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Here's Austin to return. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll give it to Harris again. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And John's a punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They put Wilson in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Tackle made by Nate Landman. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Washington. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Ray McLeod on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain. Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping them for the loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Now Russ. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. They'll look to pick up the pace.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Cousins throwing on 4th down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
He'll go right back to Freiermuth.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 14-3 is the score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing again, Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On first down, Cousins. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Second down, Cousins. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's caught. It's Hobbs. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Play action. It's Wilson. Working across the field, that's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll run with Harris. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal. Here now, second down and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll take it on in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup for 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pitts is the man in motion. Cousins now on second down. He's got his man. It's Mooney. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete. He's got it to London. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Cousins now. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. That's caught. Ray McLeod. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. They'll run it here with Algier. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Kirk Cousins. Touchdown, Falcons. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. On the give, it's Harris. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Here's Wilson. That's caught. Right side. It's Freiermuth. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On second down, a run with Harris. And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Give up the middle to Harris. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. They run it over center with Harris. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wilson. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are back within 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? First and 10. Cousins to throw. That's complete to McLeod. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down. Cousins. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now, Cousins. He'll get this to McLeod. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throw over the middle, caught by London. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal. Cousins gonna throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. This one caught just past the pylon. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And they'll show him the sideline, out of bounds, getting back to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. For the Falcons in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, the veteran Kirk Cousins. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll run it here with Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And here's Bijan. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Cousins. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Here's Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The Steelers 28-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's cut. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and he'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
4th down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. Good coverage by the kicking team. He's out of bounds, shy of the 20. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Quick throw here is complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Gonna run out of the gun, and here's Harris. He'll push forward for about a yard. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Falcons' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Second down, Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Give left side. Here comes Robinson. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, right back to Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark, and boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
McLeod now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Cousins now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
This one caught by the back out of the backfield, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one.
Second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, Cousins. That'll be caught by McLeod. And the this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And the Falcons have a 1st and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Cousins on the bootleg. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard now?
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Kirk Cousins. Touchdown, Falcons. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
To the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. They'll run. The hole closes quickly, He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll run here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
He's got Fryermuth open on the left side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Avery Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Here's Cousins. That's the tight end, Pitts. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
On the ground, it's Algier. A second effort, and he is in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep, and he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That's tipped and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Robinson. Open space to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Now Algier. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. He'll go again here with Algier. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. To throw is Cousins. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Now Russ. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Throwing again, Wilson. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Again, Wilson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. 3rd down coming up. To throw again is Wilson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Steeler 1st down. Wilson will throw again. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.
You know one thing I love about losing money? I gotta get it back.
Said it was up and it was stuck.